Hey everyone, we got the new features in Epic 7 from the new era update, and one of those new features is the AI assisted band pick system that I'll be trying out live, no cuts, no nothing. In this video, it's going to be raw gameplay of me band picking in RTA. It's still preseason, so I don't really mind. And while we're at it, I'm going to use, at least in one game, the new Byblis. So before we get into the game, this is my Byblis build that I just threw together in the game. I haven't used Fribbles on it yet, but I will eventually. So she's triple S, as you can see. Maxed out already. Immunity speed. Should be good. All right, without further ado, let's dive right into RTA and see what this new band pick system is going to do. I don't know why it's not showing my actual team. Oh yeah, because the guy gave up mid-draft. So let's dive right in and check out the AI-assisted bans and picks. From what I remember, the game doesn't tell you what to pre-ban. Let's see though. So yeah, in this case, you still have to think for yourself. The game doesn't tell you what units to pre-ban. Now, since I am a... Oh, I forgot to gear back my Renak, I believe. No, my Renak's still good. All good. So the game, as we can see here, recommended heroes. This is the AI feature I've talked about in one of my videos. It suggests the 3 best picks here, and it's curious to see. It also already includes Notos. And I'll pick Renak still. So let's go with Renak here. The game, obviously, Notos would have been a very strong pick, but I'm confident in going against Notos, so... And maybe at the end of the day, the enemy doesn't even pick Notos. We'll have to see. All right, now the enemy side also has the band pick assistant. The band pick assist probably told the enemy to pick Notos, Scales, and probably Yolha, I would imagine. Okay, but he goes for Boss Arunka, which is not... I don't think Boss Arunka was in these recommended heroes because Boss Arunka and Scales have negative synergy, just saying. So the game, yet again, tells me to go Notos, which could be a very good pick here. And you know what? I'll go for it. Let's go for Notos. Let's see what the game now suggests. And this is a very good suggestion all around. So all 3 of those are perfect suggestions. And I'm low-key shocked that the game is actually this good at predicting what you should be doing, because my typical draft is here, I would always go Hecat on 3. Usually my last season draft was Renak or Yulha, and then 1 on 2, and 3 was Hecat. So the game, knowing that Hecat is good here, is low-key pretty shocking. I also have the no EE on Hecat. I picked as 3-1 for the CR boost. So on 4 and 5, we'll be going Yulha plus debuffer, most likely. But let's see what the enemy picks. Or I can just go for more speed, but we'll see. Alright, enemy goes Frieren, which is fine. So the game probably should be telling me to go Balian now on one of those last slots. And if the game told my enemy to go Frieren on 3, that would have been a decent suggestion as well. Tori into Renak? Not quite sure, but I'll allow it. Now, yeah, Balian, the most obvious force ban, so we'll go Balian here. My blind should be still good, yep. And the game really wants me to pick Holly, which obviously I could do. Let me think about this. So, Belian is a force ban for this guy. I need something to protect my team with, though. So, let's see. I'm gonna ban Tori. I don't care about the first 3. Do I want Her? No, I'll go her. She's annoying enough. So I have 3 high-speed units and the enemy has to ban Beline. And I'm super sure the enemy will see Beline in his green box here to ban for me, but that's fine. Going Setsuka. I'm not quite sure if the enemy knows what she does. Fern. So that's interesting. So the game wants me to ban Arunka. Is Arunka actually the ban here though? Not really. No, she isn't. So, yeah. All right. So let's see. We have her. She needs to be in front. We want to self-imprint. We're gonna probably need the effectiveness. So let's see how this goes. So why did I ban Tori? Because I have nothing against Tori other than Beline. So let's go for some fierce slop and see how this performs. We missed on the only unit that matters. Great stuff. So he's gonna S3 now. Ideal case scenario, our Beline counters here. We're on 3F after all. Very nice. Let's see who he... Wait. Apparently this guy is not on... He's not on Warfare Fern. Well, that's too bad, I guess. So we'll go for our domain expansion here. With Soulburn. Because there's no point in pressing S3, we can't get any buffs here. Oh, it's a riposte Fern, so it's a very old build. Piran survived. Not bad. Oh, she's 9k HP. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not gonna help you. Right, let's check. She has her S3 ready. That's fine though. 10k HP, alright. Goes for blind, that was the correct play. Yeah, that's good for him. I know from testing on other units that he does 12k roundabout on a miss. 9k, yeah, fine. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I pick here, right? Or ban there. But the ban system is actually shockingly good, I'll be honest. Right, let's remove Freedom from the field. And there goes Scales. Oof. Yep. That was the first game. Again, the game suggested us to ban Arunka. Could have been a decent ban, but with my game knowledge, I knew that the Tori, usually Tories are on immunity and you cannot dispel Tori, right? So both my, or technically speaking, my racist Sigrid could not have done anything to this. And we know from playing that the Lady of the Scales had high ER because my Racist Cigarette has quite a lot of effectiveness. So either this was 15%, soon to be luckily 10%. But then 188 effectiveness, so that Scales are either 15% at me or she's literally 300 ER. I doubt that she's 300 ER, and I'm more leaning into the fact that she just 15% at me. But still, if I let the Tori through, I have a guaranteed unit that I cannot deal with, so to say. That was the wrong mode. We want to go into RTA. So let's go for a real game and check out the ban pick assist, because honestly, this is pretty good so far. Right, it was second pick, so let's see how it works now. We still ban Zio and Varsity. I'm very curious to see though how they. Oh, no Isarian, no Balian. So this guy probably wants to go Frieren. But let's see what he picks. Okay, goes for DN. Alright, so game suggests the same 3 units again. I'll be going for my personal favorite, Renok and Yulha. The game suggested Genesis Ras and still suggested both Notos and Lady of the Scales. Now, I'm very sure the enemy is also getting the same notification of Notos and Lady of the Scales. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick Lady of the Scales on 3. Oh, he wants to cleave. Alright, I guess we have our... Actually, I'm just gonna raise him. So for this, I'm gonna... Let me think about this for a second. So the game still wants me to use her cut, Lady of the Scales, but Lady of the Scales is really bad into Ran. The game should know this, so Lady of the Scales is a bad pick here. The game should know this, but it doesn't apparently. So what we'll do is, actually, Young Senya is a good pick here. So what I can do is, I'll go her cut. Where's the cut? There she is. And I'll go Young Senya. Now the enemy has to ban Young Senya here, otherwise he gets entirely screwed over. Alright. He picks Frieren, that is kind of whatever for me. And I can go, let's see. All these are good picks. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna pick Perfumer Byblis. So the game wants me to ban Dien. Dien is not a good ban here though. Naturally, I see the point of banning Dien. Apparently the game just doesn't know that both my Byblis and my Young Senya are on immunity set. And if you were to follow this ban, you would have to raise Iran, and raising Iran is never a good idea. So you ban this one here, and as expected, he had to ban my Young Senya. All right, let's see how this goes. And where this will lead us. Oh. It was not even close. So, what we'll do, we'll press S2 here. Yes, this pushes up the entire enemy team, but that's beside the point. We'll jump into Ludwig, and in an ideal case scenario, this kills... Oh, the friend survived, but we gained our buff, and the enemy just FFs. I still believe he had a chance, but apparently he didn't see the vision. So yeah, Byblis, we didn't see much of what Byblis does. So, uh, yeah. I guess I can say that I have a 100% chance of. Yeah, the Byblis buff here it applies right away. Naturally, it can get stripped, and what the guy probably didn't see was that it's my actually let me take a look because I don't remember anymore whether my what's the name Yulha is on Storm Sword or whether she's on no she's on Master of Nightmare, so the enemy actually could have won, which is kind of funny, but I guess he just did not have the vision for that. Oh well, he gave up too fast. But this game is another showcase of why Pursued Renak is really strong. And I probably should have gone for Pursued Renak. He was rather slow. But yeah. So what are my thoughts on the ban pick system? I would say, especially for the drafting portion of the game, this is incredibly good. Like all the suggestions we've seen are really, really strong. There was the one case, and this was the run equivalent here for pick 3. The game had 2 decent options for me, right? The one was Hecat, which was the natural cause, and I believe the other one was Kali. Don't call me out on that. But suggesting Lady of the Scales in this case on 3, that was not the pick. The game should know that Ran, because why is Scales a bad pick on 3? I'll show you guys if you're wondering why this is the case. Because Ran got buffed and he now has up to 100% chance to afflict your team with Frostbite. And Frostbite, as you can see, it ignores damage sharing effects, and this is ignore ER. So Lady of the Scales does not work anymore against Ran. So the game would naturally int you on that pick if you were to go for Lady of the Scales. The natural... Why am I always going into Arena? It's probably force of habit now because I'm pushing for Legend or Hall of Fame. But the game naturally thought of, okay, we need mitigation because there's 2 high DPS units, technically free with Ran. So let's slam Scales. You have to have the game knowledge that Ran has Frostbite, otherwise the AI hallucinates here. And that is what I said in my New Era video. There will be cases where the game will suggest you bad picks. And this was one of the cases. I'm super happy that the game actually hallucinated, or the AI hallucinated here. Still, 2 out of the 3 picks that the game suggested were decent, but you have to consider the synergies between your team. And that is what will always, even with the addition of AI-assisted picks and bans, will always be the case. An experienced player who knows what he's doing will draft correctly, regardless of what the AI tells him to do. Like the game suggested a cut, which was good, but the game, I believe, did not suggest me to go Young Senya here, even though Young Senya single-handedly pretty much eliminates this entire enemy draft. And I'll have to check back on my video whether Young Senya was actually suggested or not. I believe she wasn't, but if she did, or if she was suggested in the picks, then that's a huge win. Then the game knows what you're trying to do, and it just notches you into that direction. But I believe the game didn't tell me to pick Young Senya. Again, could be wrong. And then it steers you into a path where you either have to outspeed to win or not. Another thing that I'd like to point out is the ban pick system wanted you to ban, or wanted me to ban DN. But what if this is an actually good run? Like, okay, this run was 300 speed. He was super slow. He could have, even with the imprint, he would have never outspent my Renak. But what if you had actually, what if you're a new, semi-new player whose top speed is, say, 290 speed, which is rather easy to get these days. So if you're 290 speed Renak, and you face the top 3, banning DN here in this case is actually you losing the game, because the enemy team or enemy player gets 12 speed from Corley. And then all of a sudden the 300 round is 312 and your 290, 300 Renak just cannot deal with it anymore, and you lose the game on the spot turn 1. So you always have to be very cautious about how you approach a draft. And the pick on 5, it wasn't suggested by the game either, I believe. The game had a way better, the game's option were really good in this case. I'll give it that. I just wanted to try out Byblis here. But you have to be super cautious about what the game tells you to do and not just blindly follow it. That's probably the huge takeaway from this video. Do not blindly follow what the AI is suggesting you. Now, the AI didn't suggest Yulha at all. It suggested Notos, Renak, and Lady of the Scales. All 3 of them are very, very solid first picks. Don't get me wrong. Even for second, like going, what's it called, Renak plus Notos here, perfectly fine. It would be a very good starting draft. However, when you try to form a pick comp like mine is with these top 3 picks, you have to know what you're doing. And I believe that the game really has been trained on the top 1K, because the top 1K still does a lot of mistakes, and picking Scales here would have been a mistake. But all in all, I feel like the AI assistant is pretty good in what it does. Like, I have no doubt that for new players and returning players that haven't played the game for 3-4 years, this system is really good. Still, you need some basic knowledge of the game mechanics and all. The AI still can hallucinate, as we've seen. But overall, because this only applies for everybody in or below champion rank in RTA, I still believe this is a net positive for the game. But for everybody in Warlord and higher, which includes myself, it doesn't affect me much. It will affect me for the first 2 or 3 days until I'm in Warlord or Emperor, and then the feature is essentially gone for me and doesn't exist for the majority of the time. But for those people that are just trying to get to Masters for the skin by themselves, or try to go for champion because they want to get the champion frame for the first time, it's a good thing. And it will only pick what the units from your owned hero pool. Now, I don't know whether it's going to suggest units that you don't have geared. I believe it doesn't. But all in all, I'm pretty happy about this. It's a good feature for new players that want to dabble in RTA. So thumbs up, Smilegate. You did a great job. And let's hope that the developers will continue to train the AI on the next games from Emperor and Legend, because it's just continuously getting better, and hopefully the hallucinations will stop. And what I'm hoping for the most is that the AI will at some point recognize an enemy draft, such as the top 3 here on the right side with Dien, Ludwig, and Ran, that it won't suggest Lady of the Scales on 3 anymore. That's what I'm hoping for. It's the first iteration, and the first iteration is always the worst it's ever going to be. And from here on out, it's only upwards. So I'm very much looking forward to this feature. And sadly for me, I won't be able to use it much outside of the first couple of days. But I'm looking forward to reading on it on social media and other reports on Discords. I'll be monitoring it because I'm very curious how people perceive this. So thumbs up, Smilegate. Very good feature. I love it. I like it. Keep it up and keep training the AI so it hallucinates a little bit less. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from. See you in the next one. Bye.